The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13. What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Off Tap Life. Now, I needed to get out of that chair for a second because, you know, I've been like there every single day, and I would go outside, which is the preferred thing to do, but I'm here. So with that being said, and plus, you know, it's kind of hard because outside of the pandemic and all that, like, you know, I'm editing a million videos every day. I'm freaking recording new videos, and I've got a lot of requests and different things to get through, you know what I mean? So with that being said, though, I do need to change it up from time to time to keep my sanity, to keep things fresh, to keep, well, you know, you guys entertained. So this is what I am going to do today. I'm going to explain my process. I have a process, indeed. I have a process for this whole Corona thing that I have. I think I've kind of perfected a little bit of a process now with this whole situation. And I think it's pretty good. Like, you know, I'm you know, I'm doing the best I can like anyone else, but I've devised a system. And I thought I would take you through my day on how I, you know, go about kind of attempting to protect myself from this crazy little thing called Corona. So yeah, so basically, with that being said, I thought I would show you my simple process, and this is the most important part of it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's really quick, but without further ado, let's just get into this for me and all of you. All right, here we go. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is groceries. So when my groceries come, which I have everything delivered these days, I don't actually go to the supermarket anymore. So these days, everything that I get, I have delivered. I don't go into the supermarket anymore, which really annoys me because I'm that kind of person who likes to go personally, even when I had my restaurant, and make sure that everything was fresh, check expiration dates, actually have it in my hand, check the quality of what I'm getting, you know what I mean? I don't like leaving that in the hands of other people. So it's kind of put a cramp, like huge cramp on my game, you know what I mean, on how I would normally like to rock and roll. With that being said, you know, it is what it is, and now I've got a bit of a system. Let me show you. So it might seem a little bit crazy, but I have a process before I get to the grocery stage where they're actually in the house. What I do, and this is just me, it's just my technique that I've kind of developed, but instead of letting, because here's the thing, the delivery truck comes, right? And what I do is you get a notification letting you know that you're next in the queue or something like that. And what I do is I go downstairs. Gives me also a chance to warm up my car because my car is not being driven every day now. So it gives me a chance to give my car a run to, you know, I'm basically killing two birds with one stone. I start the engine, and usually they'll come within 15 to 30 minutes of getting that notification. So basically it gives me a chance to really get my car warmed up, to chill out, to get kind of outside, even though I'm not really outside going anywhere, but at least I'm, you know, out of this space for a little bit. And then I'll go and I will get, like the truck will roll up, and then I will freaking already leave a note saying, please place the groceries in the trunk of my car, which will be parked next to your truck. And I open the trunk, I let them put everything inside the trunk. And of course I'm, you know, distanced away from them. And I have a mask on as well. And then I go back to the parking lot of the car, park the car back, underground parking thing, and then I bring the groceries upstairs myself that way. Because if I didn't do that, guys, so what happens is the awkwardness of me saying, hey, look, you go up first in the elevator, I'll come after, and then having to wait and do that whole process, and then the hallway is narrow, and all these things, these thoughts go through my head like I strategically planned this stuff. So I'm like, dude, that is just way too much, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to kind of have that type of awkwardness or that weird kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to be in that situation anyways. So this is the best of both worlds. Plus it just, I don't know, I want to warm up my car as well. I don't know, it's a process I have. Just go with me. I'm going to show you what happens after I get the groceries up to my room. So the groceries come up, they're in the bag. And usually what I do is I place the bags against the wall here. And the only thing I do, now what I do is I always get boxes of these wet wipes. I get boxes of wet wipes. I've always been a wet wipe person before this pandemic anyways. So I've always been, oh my gosh, a spider. Holy crap, where did that come from? Oh, Lord have mercy, guys. Alright, good thing that we decided to do this video. I might not have seen that spider. Alright, it's gone now. Okay, so what I do is, now all my refrigerated stuff, like, you know, anything that needs to go in the refrigerator, that is the only stuff that I will wash in advance. What I do is I take these wet wipes and I place them strategically on the counter here where I form like a protective layer so my counter doesn't get touched. And then what I do is over here, see, I got my little setup here. I didn't have another bowl here. It came with just this one for dishwashing and made it just really annoying. So I took my big dough bowl that I used to use when I was hand making dough in my restaurant and stuff and kneading and things, and now it makes a really good place to put the dishes to dry, which is pretty cool. But anyways, what I do is I take the detergent there, I lather up my hands, and then I wash the packaging of anything cold, and then I place it here to you know, dry as I'm washing, you know, it drying here, and I wash all the cold stuff, and then in one hit I put all the cold stuff in the refrigerator there. Now all this dry stuff here, anything that doesn't need to be refrigerated or anything I don't need immediately, I actually let it sit here for 2-3 days as I'm doing now. This actually came on Sunday, and now it is Wednesday. I think it is Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and so I can pretty much go ahead and start putting this stuff away, which I'll probably do tonight. But, you know, I'm never in a hurry to do it because the longer it sits, you know, the better. But what I do, which is really cool as well, is, and they say, look, they say on cardboard and plastic and things like this, like, the virus is only going to last for like a couple days or something anyways, if that, few hours to a couple days, you know, everyone says something different. But what I do is, look at this a little bit closer. Now, so what I do, when I do take stuff out, you see I had to get these chocolate chip cookies out. The other stuff's still in there, but I was craving chocolate chip cookies, and I'm gonna do a video on my chocolate chip cookie thing, because I basically buy this particular brand here by Arnott's. It's a company over here in Australia. They make really good cookies and stuff, man. And their chocolate chips, what I do is I take those chocolate chips. Y'all in Australia, get the Arnott's Premier chocolate chip cookies, 40% more chocolate chip. I put my frying pan over here on medium heat, and then I place those bad boys in here with the lid on for a few minutes, and they come out soft and they taste just like they were freshly made chocolate chips. It's so good. Okay, anyway, so what I do though, I have a process with boxes. So I strategically, when I'm shopping, I try to buy things that already have a box within the packaging another packaging that is inside of the box, if you know what I mean. So like these chocolate chips, I get these ones originally because I knew there was another packaging in plastic that the cookies were inside the box. So it makes it easy to put things away, with Corona, of not having to wash these kind of things because it's already, from the factory sealed. So anything that's factory sealed, like these cookies, these crackers, things like that, oatmeal, the little oatmeal packages and stuff like that, they all have packages within the package. So I just then open the package, the box, the main package, and then I pour it out strategically without touching my hands onto the counter. And then I'll, get rid of the packaging, I'll wash my hands, and then I'll put everything away once my hands are washed. Like these drinks here, these, my orange juices, my favorite orange juices and things, they come sealed in a plastic, wrap from the factory. So because it's sealed like that from the factory, means no one's hands have touched the actual box since being in the factory. This stuff has, been protected for a long period of time. So, even if, which they don't, because obviously, the factories have to take a lot of precautions and safety, food safety, all this stuff. But let's say worst case scenario that there was something on the packaging, which in like the inside of the plastic, which it wouldn't be, but if there was, it's sat for so long, or from the time it's left the factory to here, that the virus would be dead. So that's my thinking anyways. That's my strategy. When I buy things like these wipes and stuff, I will literally, again, just open the package, dump all the wipes out, put them away. Now the stuff that doesn't have a package within the package, I will wash that and then put it on the counter to dry. I'll wash that packaging and then I'll finally put it away in here. So all this stuff has been washed, which supplies are getting low, but that's what I do. That's my little technique for all that. The other thing I'm gonna show you is when I come in. So when I come inside, so here's the door, I'll come in, and right adjacent to the door here is my little washing, where the dryer and that kind of thing is, like that. And so what I do is I take, like once I come inside from outside, I wash my hands and arms and everything. I wash everything. I put my dirty clothes here, and then I put my face mask and things in here, and hot water with detergent, and I just let it soak. And I just let it soak as long as it needs to soak. You know what I mean? I just let it soak there. And then, it doesn't matter. Let it soak for a day, whatever. And then after that, I'll rinse it and clean, because I hand wash everything. As you can see, there's no dryer washer here yet. I do have a dryer here, but there's no washer here. So I hand wash everything in hot water. And what I'll do is I'll take the hot water, I'll put hot water in here, but I'll also put boiling water from my kettle in, as well, as an extra little heat incentive to get it extra hot. And then I'll dry everything in the hot setting in the dryer as well. And look, after all that heat, allegedly the virus, should be, a goner. And so basically that's my process. I don't know if you are doing similar, if it seems over the top. It probably is a little bit, I don't know, but I'd rather be over the top than under the top. You know what I mean? I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. And at the end of the day, like, it's now just the way I do it. Now I'm used to it, even though it annoys me every time because it's so time consuming. Like, it takes me 2 hours, usually between an hour and two, to put everything away, wash everything, do all that kind of stuff, Then you got to wash your clothes and, like, you do all these things. Usually I do like to try to let things sit if I don't need it. Like, I'll let it sit for 24 hours, 48 hours, and wash later. But like the mask and things like that, if I do feel like, okay, I just want to make sure I've got clean stuff of everything ready to go, just in case, you know what I mean? Like, just I need to have tons of stuff ready to go. And plus I don't want my wash and things like that piling up, because I am hand washing everything. It takes a long time. But, I do like to let things sit as long as possible, because that kind of helps to make sure the virus is gone. So that's my process. That's the main things I'm doing different. You know, that's as far as in here and kind of stuff. When I go outside, I always wear a mask. I keep my distance. I'm always over distancing. I'm not doing 6 feet. Hell no, I'm doing 12 feet. You know what I mean? I'm doing more feetage. If I see someone if the times when I was going into the store and I didn't have delivery, like when I was at the recording studio, and I couldn't have anything delivered there, but I need to go to the store or whatever, like I would, if I see someone, like first I strategically go when they're about to close, right? So I always know, oh, they're going to close around 9 p.m. I'll go at 8:30, least amount of people. And I'm very strategic like that. If I see people on an aisle, I won't go in that aisle. I'll go in a different aisle, or I'll take a different way so I don't have to be near them. I don't want to be near you. I don't want to be in your vicinity. So the strategic stuff like that I do. And yeah, you got to wear covering. You know, they haven't made it a law in Queensland where I'm at the moment that you have to wear a mask here as a law, but so I'm still gonna do it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if everyone else is doing it or not. And throughout this whole thing, I've been one of the few people doing it. Most people aren't, and I don't care if I look silly. I don't care what people say, you know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. That's just me. So anywho, yeah, you know, that's basically my routine. That's what I do. And yes, I know someone's out there going to say the masks don't really protect you. They're more for protecting others. But come on. Something's better than nothing, dude. Something's going to help block something more than nothing. That's kind of just a no-brainer. So, and I'll double up my mask. I'll wear 2 masks or whatever to help facilitate that. I don't care. Plus, I'm trying to take shallow, like, you know, not shallow, but, you know, I'm just trying to, like, not breathe if I don't have to at all. I'm holding my breath and stuff like that. Like, I'm like taking really small breaths and stuff like that. But that's my strategy. That's basically what I do when I'm out. And I always use a wet wipe or something. Like, I won't touch a pump or anything like that without making sure I have a wet wipe to hold the nozzle with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't physically touch anything in my hands. If I have to go to public toilet or something, which when I had my recording studio, I had to do that kind of thing regularly, and I always had wet wipes, and I would never touch any handles or anything. 0 things. I didn't touch anything. I always have wet wipes. Tons of them. I'd come in there with like 20, 30 wet wipes ready to go. You know what I mean? So that's my system. So stay away from other people. If you don't have to go out, don't go out at all. It's even better. Just completely isolate completely and don't bother going out whatsoever. And when you do go out, keep your distance, wear a mask. When you come back, wash your hands, freaking sing happy birthday 80 times, whatever, and do the remix of it. And just make sure your hands are super clean, and your mask and everything, wash that stuff up. Ideally, throw it away if you can afford to, but you know, I mean, most of us can't, so we will rewash them and maximize their usage, you know, because plus there's a shortage of masks in most places. So yeah, what you gonna do? You're going to freaking hold on to that mask as long as you can. And I also have a bandana or something that I'll use as well. I know they're not as effective, but hey, whatever. Something's better than nothing. That's my whole theory around the whole thing. So I think I haven't left anything out. I think that's what I do. I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And let me know your process in the comments below. Are you doing similar? Are you overdoing or underdoing? You know, are you only wiping your stuff with, you know, like your food and things with a wet wipe when you get the packaging? Or are you doing it to the extreme like I am with soap and water, washing the packaging and stuff like that? So let me know. I'd be curious to know. All right, guys, I'm ending this video here. And yeah, remember, each one to the fullest. Keep it off tap. We out. freaking fall and drop everything on film. That just sucks. Alright guys, we're gonna do a little mission right now. Alright, this is just for you guys. We gotta get out of here! We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!